So tell me about your bee experiences, or lack thereof.
So I bought my farm 15 years ago, 2004, and that's when I started business. And back in the day, we used to have a lot of bees. We don't use a lot of machinery. It was kind of quiet in the field, and I would notice the buzzing of them while we're out hoeing or planting or whatever other tasks we're doing. And then it was like 5, 8 years ago, somewhere in there, that I was out in the field working one day and I noticed how quiet it was. And it took me a little while, but it dawned on me there's no bees out here buzzing around. And hand in hand with that, I also noticed the flowers on my pickles specifically, but then on my summer squash, winter squash, the female flowers before as soon as they opened up and they're ready to be pollinated, they would not, and that therefore the flower dies off and the fruit would turn yellow. The little female flower, it would turn yellow and wither away, and there's nothing there. It did not get pollinated, and that was most of the first round of flowers out there. And then the second, third round, I would get more pollination. I did get a crop, but boy, not nearly what I used to. And then I was telling my sister about that, and she had 2 beehives, so she gave me one. And she said, try this and see, hopefully that'll help with your pollination. No kidding, the very next year, all of a sudden, and it was that sudden from one season to the next, that the pickles specifically, because that's the first one we're out harvesting, there was all season, I maybe got 3 that didn't pollinate, yellowed up and fell off. Other than that, I was out there harvesting pickles because they got pollinated. And then I noticed it carrying over into my summer squash, and then my winter squash almost doubled. But that's the difference in whether or not your crops get pollinated. Bees are important, no doubt.
How do you feel about them shipping bees around to
I think it's ridiculous. Shipping bees around the country in semi-trucks to pollinate our crops, when really all we need to do is regulate our pesticides so we're not killing them around the country. If we're not busy killing them, that industry would dissipate and our bees would live all over the place and pollinate everybody's crops. But no, to ship insects in semi-trucks around the country to pollinate crops is just ridiculous when there's a much easier fix. And not only would that fix our bee problem, I think it would fix a lot of illnesses. Those pesticides make us sick, and they have created all sorts of problems for us health-wise, us and every other living creature.